Oh yeah, welcome back to a brand new video of the target individual. Expose the crooks, expose the criminal agents here in your Predator Department. Expose the crooks. So lot number 32, 832. So when I'm on my way back, I'm going to show you guys how many vehicles that I've passed by with the number 32 in there. Look. You hear the sirens? Here? Yeah, let me tell you. Where they at? Look. Look at them. See, I keep telling you guys. And then the ambulance. Look. Yeah, near Predator Department. Look at it turn around. All orchestrated. Hand single, hand behind the back. Right? That's what I do. I'm doing the hand behind the back too as I walk past them. Come on. All right, so why they show up now, the New York Predator Department? Why? Because when I talk about how they try to create this narrative, this false narrative, right? And the fact that I am actually, and you guys see this all the time whenever I'm here, you know, doing what I need to do for my children, right? They don't like that. See, they can't go with the narrative, or he's a deadbeat dad. They can't go with the narrative, or he's an abuser. Come on. Look. Right? They can't come out with the color red and black. So the black theme is being used today as well. Right? So they cannot, and again, everything is synchronized and it's masking. You gotta recognize their masking technique, or their masking methods. Come on, listen. So as I was saying, so they can't say that. They can't say he's aggressive towards women, because that's not true. I've never been aggressive towards women, right? The narratives, the false narrative that they will put out there is because, like I said, they will try to condition you into that. And you need to understand how it's being done, right? You know the reason why. It's a system, racist exploitation, right? There's many ways in which they will entrap you in the system. Right? They need a certain amount of people every single year. You know, they need to criminalize or turn into criminals. They will create crimes out of thin air, right? In order to do what? Exploit you. Exploit you, right? So you got to understand the inner workings of the system. Companies that are created to do what? Exploit the public, or certain people within the public. All right? You need to understand it. Okay? So again, you know, number 32? Oh no. Number 52. All right. But yeah, they you know, understand how a lot of stuff is narrative driven, right? Perception driven. False perception, false narrative leads to false belief, leads to the weaponization and the villainization of people. You need to understand that. Come on, hurry up, come on. And I had to call Pam. You know, it's ridiculous. I keep telling her, you know, she doesn't call me at 7 o'clock or 7:30. She calls me after 8 o'clock, right? I mean, which makes no sense, you know? If you really wanted me to come early so you can get to school on time, you would call me earlier, right? Common sense, right? You know, so when I talk about the illogical thinking of how some of these mothers behave, all right, another vehicle again, right? Here's the Ford vehicle that I talk about, right? With God, all things are possible. Oh, okay, black people. I mean, okay, nigger peeing people. All right, keep saying that stupid shit. Keep having that stupid shit on your ticket. You know what I'm saying? On your vehicle. I tell you, with all things are possible when you have good people and good leaders. Then all things are possible, not with God. Right? Because if all things were possible with God, black people who are the most faithful of God's worshipers out there, we wouldn't be catching so much hell, right? So again, a dose of reality, right? Give them a dose of reality to break their illusion, to break the spell of ignorance and stupidity. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys in a few. Large lady, look at that. Large lady. No thank you. Talking about the subliminal message they do to black women to get them to be obese and not want to lose weight, celebrating obesity, right? Not understanding that it's bad for their health, right? But guess what? The health industry profit from, obese people. So they want to make you more obese. They want to make you more overweight because they profit off of it for being that way. All right? Talk to you guys next week.